Hello, this is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. Have you all ever heard the saying, it's better to be safe than sorry? You see over there? You'll see it in a minute after I get off Cinemax. So there's the storm. It messed up the Caribbean. Some people passed away. It's coming here to Texas. So, y'all see all these beautiful trees? There is one that is close to the window, one of the windows upstairs, and I need to clip them down because it moves back and forth. And it might break my window depending on how strong this storm, I don't want to say what it might be, is. My boots are flipped inside out and it's cutting off my circulation. So I am going to cover up the HVAC. We're going to cut these branches down before it gets here. Because, man, I don't know. You know, say things are interesting like nowadays. Interesting. They're saying it's El Nino related and all this stuff. Doesn't matter to me as long as I do what I can to make sure that this household suffers minimal damage. Minimal. So I'm gonna cover up the HVACs and we're gonna get some of these branches down at this house. So I turned off the HVACs. I gotta make sure the bottom one is off. And we need to get all these branches up off this window, or these windows, or anywhere close to the house. These right here, they gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah, they do. So it looks all pleasant, right? I am gonna hang out the window and cut these branches down. I ain't gonna let this hurricane take me out like that. I'm not going out like a sucker. So here we go. Just like that, I was done. It didn't take much. Just had to cut those branches down, and there's a couple more I need to go out there and get. But this is better than it was before. An ounce of preventative is worth a pound of cure. I ain't replacing these windows unless I absolutely have to. Times are tough. Just cut down the branches, girl. Now we need to get the branches that are closest down here. Let's go. So we got it done. We got it done, right? There were a lot of branches that were touching that window or those windows up there. And if it could hit the window with no storm, just regular wind, I can only imagine if a hurricane comes through. This is the plastic that I had on top of the air conditioning while I was cutting it from the window, because I didn't want all those little peas from the crepe myrtle to fall in there. So we got it cut down. Thank you guys for being with me. That's half of it, and the other half is already out there. Doesn't take much. Move this out of the pan. All you gotta do is try. A lot of things that we fail to do is because we're afraid that, something's gonna happen or you're gonna do it wrong. You don't have nothing to lose when danger is heading your way. You go ahead and get it done while you can. I'd rather go ahead and cut it down now, because I thought about it today, because I saw the weather forecast and I saw what happened to the Caribbean. And I was like, well, and then they said, oh, it's gonna hit Texas. And it may go as far as Dallas. Look at my pile. It may go as far as Dallas. So, I'm in Central Texas, right? Dallas is north. So if it's gonna get as far as Dallas, we definitely gonna get it. We're gonna get those winds. I love the rain. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like that bad weather that sometimes comes with the rain. Let's see. Get all these sticks up out of here. Clean up is just as important. As accident prone as I am. I had to pick up everything. I'm so thankful that my family, mainly my grandmother, made me do the same thing the boys did. She made me not afraid, or not, she said, if they can do it, you go out there and try. I hope you all are taking heed to that. Sometimes I see people and they think, they're doing their children a favor by not making them do any of the laborious work. And I see these people working themselves to death and them kids are in the house. God knows what they're doing. Or their mama and daddy's out there toiling. That ain't how I was raised. I had some cousins whose mom and dad were like that. They thought their kids was too good for everything, right? And they worked hard. Matter of fact, he used to paint and fix houses. Never let the kids help him. Especially if the girl was a girl. Them girls, they on their own 2 feet. They on their own 2 feet, but they leaning on each other. Cause you ever heard this saying, stand on your own 2 feet? Well, this is a good thing there's 4 feet. Cause they don't like getting their hands dirty. Will not do it. Not do it. So I'm with the dirt. Hands in the dirt. Not too good for that. There's some things I won't do. Hard work is not one of them. Oh Lord, it's hot out here. It's not as hot as it was. I guess that air is starting to come down here because it cooled down. Not as cool as hot as it was yesterday. Yesterday was, whew. Couldn't stand out here for 5 seconds without frying. He's gonna see these vines. He's gonna say, "What is she doing?" He's gonna look at the pile. He's gonna say, "Every time I come back here, that pile get bigger." To see if I can get some leaves this winter. You see how big it is now? It always melts down to nothing. By next summer, it'll be real low. Especially if I go ahead and put a tarp or something over it or something, weigh it down. Some of a bunch of sticks. I found some more dodder yesterday. So I drug those down. That's where some of these vines are coming from. Dodder. Yep. It's still in there. I just gotta keep trying. Gotta keep moving. That's what it's all about, right? Try. So I think I'm a little bit more satisfied now that I cut down a few more branches. I don't think that branch, let me show you. I don't think that branch can touch the house. I got most of it cleared away. Because those main ones, they were bam, bam, bam. They took off the paint, as a matter of fact. I need to go ahead. That's one of the projects we need to do. Repaint these trims. Because all the paint is taken off of all of those from this crepe myrtle, scraping against it. I put this crepe myrtles there for a reason. I planted them there because I thought it was a good idea to cover my HVAC. But now, I don't know. It may have been a bad idea. It definitely keeps everything cool around here. Because the canopies, look at that. Canopies right through there. Still got a couple more branches there. Anyway, I'm glad you guys were with me for this little project. Oh, and let me show you something else. I'm gonna turn the camera around. You get crepe myrtles, guess what they do? I don't know if they send off runners or if it's the berries that fall, but that is a crepe myrtle right there. That's a crepe myrtle right there. I'm gonna dig them up and put them in a pot. And they pop up every now and then, and I just dig them up and plant them where I want to. That might be how that red rocket got over there. Remember the one I'm complaining about? You know the red rocket, right? Red rocket where the figs are. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy this one. Yeah, I think that was one of the spurts that came up. Yep, and there it is. That's red rocket right there. That's one of the ones that's hard to find, but I just don't want it here. It might be okay though. Look at that, surrounded by 3 figs. It might be okay. We'll see. I'm going back out here, throw this in the brush pile. I came out here yesterday and hand watered. I don't know how wet it's gonna get out here, but they say it's gonna be a lot of rain. Look at the sky right now. It's beautiful, huh? Back out here to the brush pile. Look at that. All right. So that's that. Let's fold up this tarp and we'll sit down and talk. All right, we're done. I got a couple of branches out here and I'm tripping over, but I'm tired. I ain't picking them up. We're done. My poor garden. Every day it looks like it's going to hit, bite the dust, and then by evening when it cools off, it springs right back up. In the morning, it looks just like it did before the sun came up again, before the sun scorched it again. So I would sit out here and talk. I guess I could for a second. Get this little thing out the way. So I have a lot of projects, but that was not a project. That was an emergency. Don't wait till the last minute. Do it as soon as you think about it, because I almost forgot. And then I heard clink-a-clink. I was walking by. I was like, what's that sound? I heard clink-a-clink, and it was the branches brushing against the window. I was like, oh, no. We got to cut that down today so that you don't forget, because I got all these other things to do, and it slips my mind, and then you can't do it in the middle of the night. So as soon as some things, you do not wait. You hear it and you fix it, especially when it comes to your house, because little things like a leak in a pipe or something can turn into big things. Like a drip can turn into a mold if you don't fix it. So don't let things go in your house. I know I'm speaking from experience, because I was like, the screen was ripped out of one of those windows. When I went to go, just a minute ago, when I went to go cut the branches down, there's no screen left. The branches ripped all the screen. It's like there was never a screen there. It was just the frame. So I have to go and replace the screen on, both of them, because the other one was ripped also, but one was completely gone. So do not wait. It'll cost you more money. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. So I thank you guys for being with me, and I hope you all enjoy this. Let's pray that the hurricane victims get some kind of relief, even if they're not from the United States. I just hope that everybody's fine, and I especially, because I'm in the United States and I'm in Texas, I especially pray that those people on the coastline do not get affected at all. Actually, I hope it's just a bad storm and not a hurricane. Harvey did a number on the coastline last time. Harvey took people's houses completely out. So what can you do, right? Except pray. This is Jamerica with Jamerica Life. I thank you guys for being with me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.